So the next piece of digital cleanup I want you to work on is your drive. So I'm in my email here. I'm going to go up to the Google Apps button on the top right hand side. And I'm going to click on the apps button and I'm going to go to drive. So I usually organize my drive by the academic school year. So this year you can see I have 2019, 2020. That's this year. I even have a folder for next year. And you can color code your folders by right mouse clicking on the folder. And then you can go down to change color, which I think is cool. So if you do not have a folder for this year, what you are going to do is you are going to go up to new, and then you're going to go to folder, the first choice folder. Okay. And then you're going to make a folder for this year. I honestly don't care how you organize your drive. I just think it helps if you have some sort of organizing system. All right, so, oops, got that wrong. All right, and then I'm going to click create. I know I'm going to have two folders right now, but that's okay. I'll fix that later. So, first thing you want to do is take a look at what's in your drive. And first thing I'm going to do is take a look at anything I can get rid of just by looking at in my drive. And then as I'm looking at it too, I'm also thinking about how do I want to share, not share, but how do I want to organize um, all of these documents that I have that are outside of folders. Um, so I know like this was an example of a project I think for at-home activities. And then I'm looking at too, I just want to see if there's anything else I can get rid of. So let's say I don't need this one anymore. I'm just going to right mouse click on it and I'm going to click remove, and that's just going to get rid of it. You do not need to remove all of your documents or delete them, but I do want you to go through and just get rid of anything you don't think you're going to need anymore. All right, so once you go through and you do all that, like I know it's for MMM Junior and I don't need that anymore. All right, once you're done with that, what you are going to do is start moving documents around. So what I'm going to do is in my 2019-20 folder that I just created, I'm going to double click. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some subfolders. I'm going to go to new, folder, and when I was looking at all my documents, I had student projects. I'm going to create a subfolder. And you're going to see it's going to come right here. So if you look at the top of the screen, so 2019-20, these are the folders in 2019-20. I could do new folder. I know I saw a lot of stuff for digital citizenship. Create that one. I know I saw a couple things about yearbooks, new folder, yearbook, create. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my drive. And what I'm going to start doing is clicking and dragging stuff around. So I don't know if you saw over here. I just opened up my drive. This is the folder right here. The non-purple one is the one I just created. I'm going to click the down arrow there. And then here are those subfolders I just made. So what I can do is take these documents and like this one right here, the seals was student projects. I'm going to click, drag it over here and put it in student projects. You can also, I have a lot of like Google Forms in here too. So the other thing you can do is if you use, I think it's the control key and click. If I do control click, I can select one. I can go down here, control click, I can select another one. I don't know if you can notice, but I have two documents now that I've selected. And then what I can do is I can click and drag, and it'll take those two documents, okay, and put it um, where I want it. Okay? So now if I go to student projects, I should have a couple documents in there. There they are right there. All right. So I'm going to go back here, 2019-20. Actually, I want to go back to my drive so I can see everything. I think I might go in my 2019-20 folder, and I'm going to create another folder, new folder. I'm going to call it uh, at home. At home. Let's call it at home materials for all the work that is related to what we've been doing at home. So I'm going to go back up here, click on my drive. Click this little arrow right here so I can see my drive. I am going to expand 2019-20. There's my at home. So I know these pictures here are at home. Great. And again, I can select multiple images if I want. So I can click on an image, hold the control key down, click on an image. Now I've selected two. That's three. And then I can click and drag all three. And those three images should go in my at-home materials. So there should be three pictures in there. So remember, I'm just using the control key to select multiple things. Now you also have another choice, is if you go back to your drive, I think the click and drag is easier, but you can also right mouse click on documents and move them. Okay, my computer's not liking this. I'm just going to reload it, see if I can get it to go a little faster. Okay, I'm going to click this little down over here to expand it. This is the folder I just created. I'm going to click and expand that folder so I can see the subfolders. So one other thing you could do is I'll give you another one. These are some grants I wrote. I can right mouse click on the document. I can go to move to, and it directs me to my drive. These aren't color coded, so I'm not really sure which one is the, right, this is the real folder. So let me go back. I can go to, this is the folder I just created for this video. Yep, there are those three folders. The cool thing I can do here is I can click new folder. I can add new folder, and I can call this grants. Check mark to create it, and then move here. So now if you look over here, I have another folder called grants, and in that folder I have that grant I wrote. All right, so take some time, organize your drive. It is not my intention for you to just delete everything out of your drive, because the cool thing is you're going to have this drive straight through high school. So you can have this as a digital portfolio. So do not delete your projects. Okay, just try and spend some time organizing them. All right, that's it.